So, is Detroit really the most accessible city in the US? If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Charlotte. I am a disabled writer, speaker, and self advocate born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, who has done extensive freelance writing work about accessible tourism in Michigan and in the Detroit metro area. Now, this isn't to say that Detroit has not made major strides in terms of more accessible offerings at sporting venues, at entertainment venues. I am so happy to hear that. But I think what this article failed to mention is the access needs of day-to-day people in Detroit. So when you cite something like 100% ADA rail system, this is talking about the Q line that only runs a couple miles up and down Woodward servicing Detroit. It's cool that it's accessible, but for people who live on the west side or southwest of Detroit or on the east side like I do, that's not helping people get to doctor's appointments, work, school, to the pharmacy. This article also failed to mention the lack of paratransit infrastructure and the poor paratransit services that disabled riders have experienced in DDOT, and the overall lack of, properly invested public transportation due to a lack of funding in DDOT that a lot of disabled Detroiters and people without vehicles rely on. Well, it's great to see Detroit in the news for something positive. I think it's important that we don't forget the average day-to-day Detroiter who has to navigate these systems. We don't just need an accessible downtown. We need accessible libraries. We need accessible schools. We need accessible doctors and therapeutic services here in the city. We need culturally competent care providers and culturally competent care solutions to make sure that everyone in Detroit has equal access.